Welcome back to the nightly news of Lake Life.
Are you starting off good?
Dark. Welcome back, guys, to the channel.
Hi.
Hi. Dust off that microphone.
Thank you guys for being here for another episode of Lake Life After Dark. Subscribing to the channel here and following us. Tonight we're going to talk about
brain tumors.
Brain tumors. It's the strange oddity of a topic, but I've shared my story over the past few years. Has it been 2 years?
We are actually just celebrating your 2-year anniversary because it was November 2017 that you had your surgery.
Yeah, I'm celebrating not having the tumor.
Well, yeah, it's been celebrating.
Has it been 2 years
it's been
since I've had surgery?
2 years, yeah.
You're right, it has.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay, time has flown. There's residual things that have happened, and we're going to go over that. But I've shared my story, and I felt like it's helped people, and a lot of people are intrigued. I'm sure some of you want to hear what's going on, the update. So we're going to get into that. And we are almost at 100,000 subscribers on this channel.
100.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal for us. I remember when I got for my Lake Fork Guy channel, I got my 100,000 subscribers, and that was like, I've
made it, babe.
Babe, I made it.
You made it.
I've made it. Of course, there's a ton more people on YouTube now, and there's probably hundreds of thousands of channels that have 100,000 subs. But we just want to thank you for subscribing here. Really, what we would love to do is get to 100,000 subscribers, so that then we can have communication with YouTube.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because if you don't, then they don't even really let you talk with them about channel matters on a serious level, which we would like to get our comments turned back on for you. We've been close a couple times. They've turned them on.
They've turned them on, and then randomly, like after 2 comments, they turn it back off.
And delete you guys' comments. So let's join forces here and get those comments turned back on. Just tell your friends. Tell your mom. Just tell them to subscribe. As a Christmas present. It's free,
Here's your Christmas present. You get to see our beautiful shining faces.
Yes, and shout out to Eric. His name was. Shout out to Eric. We got an awesome gift in the mail. We did one of these Lake Life After Darks a few months ago, talking about do we drink or like things, which every once in a while we dabble. So Eric sent us a very nice gift of the things we talked about. He literally went out and he got some very nice brown water and a very nice wine that really described like what we liked.
Yeah.
So
he took his time.
And they are delicious.
I was just gonna say, it's a very nice gift. I would say that's a great Christmas gift.
Yeah. I'm drinking some water right now. It just happens to be a little brown.
I'm drinking some tea. It just happened to be flavored with something else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a few of you guys have been seeing this mask around social media. Have we brought this out? We brought this out on Halloween for your little costume.
Yeah, a little bit. I've kind of had some fun with it because I don't know what else to do. They literally told me at the doctor's office, hey, it's almost Halloween. You can double as a mask. So that was kind of a joke, but that right there is a pretty serious deal. So I wanted to go over the procedure I did and why they used this mask and the technology that was used, which I'm not an expert in. When I originally had the surgery, my original doctor, my brain surgeon, he said that once we removed the tumor, which most of it was removed, it was like 80%. So when I was getting the MRIs afterwards, there was some scar tissue, and then we started to see the tumor was growing again, which was disappointing, but was not unanticipated. So my doctor had kind of thought all along that we would need to do some sort of radiation treatment, which anybody unfamiliar with radiation, a lot of cancer patients get treated with it. It's used to basically dissolve and disperse literally at the atom level, at the micro level, your cells, so that they don't know what to do. They don't know how to reproduce. So if you target a certain set of cells, say a cancer or a tumor, something that's not supposed to be there, those cells then don't know how to reproduce, and they basically just die off. And so I'm thinking of something funny. It's not, the procedure's not funny. But
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my original doctor, Dr. Kim, at the time I didn't know this, but he was going to set us up with a surgery called gamma knife.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was like what it's called. It turns out there's multiple different types of radio treatment, but the gamma knife is like a brand. It's like Kleenex.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different ones. And with the gamma knife, they actually put like pins in you.
So it's kind of like, what's that?
Hellraiser?
No.
What?
Not acupuncture. But yeah, acupuncture.
Acupuncture? Yeah, a painful acupuncture because it's so precise that they're shooting laser beams of radiation into your brain. If any of y'all ever seen the Netflix series Chernobyl, you will understand how radiation works. But
that's a toughie.
It goes through everything. Like it just goes right through your body and like bounces. It's like tiny micro bullets just bounce around everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How they use this in your brain is they map your brain out. So I had to go through the procedure of like mapping my brain, and then they get these GPS coordinates essentially, and they send in these lasers. They conform into one central location, and then they can treat very, very precise areas, but you cannot move, because if that radiation gets outside that area, it's just going to kill
an artery.
Whatever's there. Yes. The gamma knife is what I was going to do, but that was all the way down in Houston. It was out of our insurance, which is another just holy cow. So we decided to try to find a doctor up here. Thank God Stephanie helped out with that, and she's basically like, if I didn't have her during this brain tumor thing, I'd probably be dead.
I take him to his appointments. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to your brain appointment.
She schedules everything. She's literally like done all of the insurance stuff. I just like sign stuff. I'm like, sure, I'm out there like making videos, making plastic worms and stuff. Like, anyway, she organizes my life and my health essentially. So
I try.
Sometimes
you let me, sometimes you don't.
I'm alive. I'm alive because of you. So the second doctor we found we really liked, and there was another procedure called Stereotactic. Stereotactic, I think is how you say it. And it's essentially the same type of procedure, but they use a mask instead of putting pins in you. But
a creepy little mask.
After wearing it and doing the procedure, I think I would have rather had the pins in my head.
It's that bad?
It's like, that bad.
Like, I see your teeth marks in here. Is that because you were just stressed out and you're biting this thing?
Well, so I went in to after they did the mapping of my brain. I went in and they said they were going to mold this mask, and that's creepy. It's like creepy because you can't see your eyes.
I know.
They told me they were going to make this mask, and I didn't really know what to think of it. I laid down on this table, and they brought out this stuff. They heated it up. It's some sort of special, space age plastic. They heated it up and laid it, and it felt like a hot towel. It felt like a spa treatment at first.
This is nice.
And they're like, you're going to have to lay here for about 20 minutes. I was like, wow, okay, that's a little long, but, give me some cucumbers over these eyes. I'll just lay back and enjoy this experience. And then they were like, we're going to leave. We'll be back. Just don't move. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm good at not moving. I can just sit still here. And then it started to just get hard, like become a shell. And yeah, it felt like suction. And there's a mouthpiece inside of here, so that's the area that I needed to bite on, so it literally molded my teeth. There's a nose bridge, and as I was biting down, I quickly realized, like, I'm not going to be able to open my mouth at all. It closes all the way around your chin. You have this piece here that allows you cannot open your mouth. And then this piece right here
It snaps on the back.
goes on the back. Then they put screws in it.
Oh gosh.
And then they tighten the screws. And you should just put it on and feel both.
And feel both.
Okay, so that goes there. And then this goes back here.
Ow!
And then it goes like this.
Oh, it hurts my eyebrows.
And then it's like that for 20 minutes,
My
if you can imagine.
hurt.
Your eyes, everything, like, it's just gonna pop.
Oh.
So I became a little worried.
You were like, wait a minute, is this good?
And it was still hot, and then it cooled off. And yeah, you could literally feel it just tightening.
I feel like that would like bruise your face.
It didn't bruise my face, and they put a little thing over my mustache so it wouldn't, attach all the hairs and then rip them off. I guess that's happened before. That'd be bad.
What's funny is that it's like the nose is kind of pointy. Like, what happened there?
I don't really know, to be honest with you.
It's kind of strange.
So they molded it to my face, and then they came back after like 20, 25 minutes. They took it off, and it was pretty hard. It wasn't fully hardened yet to what it was going to be on the procedure day, but it was basically there. And then they took that and they said, okay, we'll see you back here in like 3 weeks or a month or whatever it was, and do the procedure. And they said, make sure to you cannot move, so just try to relax as much as you can.
Yeah, they basically told me to tell him, make sure that he doesn't
Medicate.
eat or drink before he comes in. I was like, oh, is that because of nausea? And they're like, no, because he can't go to the bathroom.
With my tumor, which is still there, it's just dying. It's dying right now. It's literally attached to my optic nerve and carotid artery, which are two important little wires in your brain. And so they weren't able to hit it with a knife, or hit it with a knife. They just go in there, pop, stab it. That's why they weren't able to touch that area. So the radiation allows that area to just slowly die off and then become just dormant. It's just a ball of flesh. They put me in the mask on the day. I was very calm. I knew it was going to suck. It was so tight. When they tightened down these things, I couldn't even open my eyes. Oh. So it was worse than the time before.
So you're just closed, and you're like, I'm just going to go in here. I hope this works.
Yeah. And they asked me multiple times before, are you claustrophobic?
Yeah, they did.
Are you claustrophobic?
Even before you even got the mask. They were like, are you claustrophobic? Because this isn't the procedure for you.
You cannot do it if you're claustrophobic. And I was like, no, I've never been claustrophobic. And then when you get in there and you realize you can't open your mouth, you can't do anything, it's like, whoa. That's the closest I've ever felt to having some mild form of panic. Ooh. Especially knowing if I move, I'm gonna have laser beams.
That's true.
Going to my eyeball.
It's not like the dentist where you move and then your tongue slaps one of the tools away.
But I got in the machine. They locked me in. They started it, and my whole body moved around. It was in a big room, and the whole table was moving around the room. It was like the laser unit was in the center, and I was just moving around.
Oh, so it wasn't the laser that was moving? It was you?
It was me that was adjusting to it.
That's weird.
And I don't know how much those machines are, but it was insane. It was taking a whole room, and then there was a window, and then there was 6 people in there with 12 computer monitors, and it was NASA was going to work on my brain. So
that's crazy.
I felt good about that, and at least knew that
it wasn't just one guy.
It wasn't
some
dude in there is you ready? Just hits a button. And I didn't feel anything. I saw they have these red and green lasers that line things up, but that's not the actual lasers that are going in your brain. That's just the aiming, and you don't feel anything. You wouldn't feel radiation if you're around it. I'm safe to be around. If anyone wants to come up and shake my hand, give me a fist pump or something. I'm not radioactive. At least that's what they tell me.
Yeah, I hope not.
But the radiation inside of my brain is working. as we speak. So it actually takes like months for the process to occur. The alternative was
just
leave
keep
it there,
grow.
and then it would grow again, and I would
get another brain surgery.
I would have problems. The doctor said, you eventually just have problems with your optic nerve or your carotid artery, which in most cases is a stroke. So.
Or vision loss.
Yeah. So, blind and a stroke, just out there giving it a dangle. I could see it, but it wouldn't be as enjoyable. So I'll take the radiation. And the way he described it was, so what we're going to do is, like a deer. When you like shoot a deer, you can leave it out there or you can take it. And I was like, I'm the guy that takes it. I don't know who's just like, leaving them out there.
When you shoot a deer dead, it's just gonna lay there until somebody grabs it.
It's just gonna lay there. So he said, like, the tumor, it's not gonna shrink, it's not gonna dissipate, it's just gonna be dead and it's gonna lay there.
It's just gonna be there.
And so that's how he described it.
See, in my mind, I always thought that it was going to be like a little raisin or like a grape, like shrivel up into a raisin.
Me too, kind of. I was thinking,
doesn't it kind of sound like that?
Yeah, like it would shrink it up, but no, that's not the case. So, if you're thinking about having this procedure, it's pretty painless. Besides the mask, that is the worst part. If you're claustrophobic, it is scary. But other than that, there's no pain with the radiation. All I had afterwards for like 5 days was fatigue. Mm-hmm. I felt like, just tired. And that's really common too with radiation. It just kind of, I don't know, I guess breaks down your cells to where it just drains your energy. I don't know how it really makes you tired.
Drains your energy, that makes sense.
But, so that's what I did this last month.
I mean, it was a big month.
Treated my brain tumor, but I'm glad to be done with it. At least
we hope.
I don't anticipate. Well, I'll have to keep going back to the doctor.
For
I'll
MRIs.
have to keep to do these MRIs and keep checking up. Like, I think for right now it's every 4 months.
Yeah.
And then it'll extend beyond that, but ideally, this is my last thing I'm gonna have to deal with Willis.
I should have gotten you a birthday cake or an anniversary cake.
Or like a funeral cake for Willis.
Happy Dead Day. Happy Dead Day.
Happy No More Tumor Day. Anyways, y'all, if you'd like to leave an awesome comment down below, you can't. But subscribe.
You can go over our Instagram. Oh.
Give us a congrats over there. So, yeah, I didn't put out a video right at first. I kind of wanted to wait and see like how.
If you were feeling okay.
Yeah, how I reacted and everything, and I feel great. And it was interesting to get to know the technology and see it and see how it works. So it's amazing what we have now.
I know.
It's absolutely
and there's
amazing.
So many people that just, and it was an outpatient procedure. You were in and out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was amazing how fast it was because I went with him,
yep.
checked you in, and then I went like in the back with you, and I probably got 5 minutes worth of work done, and here you come walking through the hall. I'm like,
it took longer to make the mask than the actual procedure. So anyway, it's great. I'm not a brain tumor what do you call it, like spokesman.
Oh.
But it's pretty cool, the technology they have now.
How are you feeling these days?
I feel good. I mean, I think I have some memory loss.
I think so too, I will say.
But I don't know if that's from a brain tumor. That's just me. That's really all I gotta say about Willis, the tumor. I'm ready to be done. Just done. Just done with it.
I'm ready for next year. I'm going to celebrate Dead Day. Willis Dead Day. I'm going to surprise you with a little birthday cake.
The day he died. Thank you.
You're welcome. November 2nd.
It's very thoughtful.
All right. So I have a question. It's almost Thanksgiving, and I want to know, are you...
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's almost here. Oh, what is that?
It's a bug.
What is that?
That is a bug.
Oh, by the way, funny story about a bug. So last night, we were watching TV, and oh my god, is that blood?
Yeah, it might have been a big old mosquito.
Oh.
Anyway, he did.
Anyway, so we were watching TV last night, and all of a sudden I hear like this little munch, like. I pause the TV and I'm like, babe, we have a rat in the house.
And that's when, that's my job. I don't have many jobs around here. Take out the trash, fix things, kill anything that's in the house.
Moving that's in the house.
That's not supposed to be here.
But I hear this.
The fort.
And I'm like, it sounds exactly like a rat. And Justin's like, it's okay, I'm going to bed. Blah, blah, blah.
I wasn't worried about that.
You were not worried about it.
I was asleep and I was like,
I couldn't go to sleep. I was up for another hour thinking about that rat.
He's probably comfortable in here. You know? Just let him sleep for a minute. I was like encompassing the rat in my mind. I was like, leave him alone.
You were, and I could not fall asleep.
And you had this look, and I was like, she really wants me to get up. I'm gonna pretend like I'm asleep.
Were you pretending? No,
I really was tired. I really was tired.
So anyways, Amy gets up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I went to go get her. We're laying on the sofa, and I'm trying to get her to go back to sleep, and all of a sudden I hear it again. I'm like, it's back.
You're doing the Harry Potter thing, by the way. When that, what's the spider's name?
Oh,
Aragog. Aragog.
Well, that's what little rats do.
That's what they do. I was convinced, honestly. I was like, yeah, it's rat.
It sounded okay. So this went on for like a good 30 minutes, and all of a sudden he comes back downstairs. I'm like, babe, it's back. It's in our floorboards. I hear it. It's in the vents.
I heard it too. Sitting there drinking my coffee. I'm like in the same state.
And there it goes.
There it is. Yep, it's a rat.
So then we like pull up the floorboard or the air vent. We pull up the air vent, and what is it? Just take a wild guess. What do you think it is?
It was like an African dung beetle. I don't know how it got in to our house, where it was, but it had somehow started like in way back, and it had this very hard shell. And when I tried to pick it up, I mean, it was like a rock. It was strong. And the inside of the vent, you know, it was like a aluminum looking, it was kind of a metal material. And his hard carapace, I guess you call it, or exoskeleton, if you want to get specific, was like hitting that as he was going with his, it was like trying, and you got stuck in one specific spot, and we're like, we got him. I'm going to lift this vent up, and there's going to be a rat down there. And I was shining the flashlight down, and then I just noticed there's a big beetle of some kind right here. So
honestly, that was the best news of the morning, that it was not a rat.
It was, because we have found the dead rat in our AC handler.
That's another story.
Oh, fun at the treehouse. When it gets cold, though, feasible. I was thinking all these rats, all these mice are going to be trying to get in, squirrels and everything. You heard something weird in the attic the other day, a scampering.
I heard like
there's this weird smell coming from up there. I think something's dead up there right now, to be honest with you.
We're breathing that in at night.
But there's so many critters outside. There's new critters here. There's foxes, there's cats, there's I literally just saw a deer walk through the yard. Like I was cleaning fish, and I heard this and I was like, oh gosh, it's a hog or it's something. And I look up, there's a deer. So everything's coming out with this cold right now, and everything's trying to get in. Okay, I think we're gonna end on that note. So stay tuned for all of the action here that is heating up. Here, get it?
You're funny.
Anyway, we love y'all. We thank you for being here on all of these episodes. Make sure to subscribe right here to the channel so we get to 100,000 subs and we can send YouTube a message or two. And go ahead and hit the like button too, because we like you as well. Happy holidays and
Merry Christmas. No happy holidays here.
Well, we haven't even reached Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas.
Okay, and God bless you.
Yes.
And God, Jesus Christ, bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you all. We'll see you on the next one.